If God worked according to human and mathematical logic, then we would have to say that Christ coming to the earth was God's second best plan. But it would be blasphemous to say so. It was part of God's perfect plan for man. God makes no mistakes. But since God is almighty as well as sovereign, and since he also knows the end from the beginning, and since he is always silently planning for us in love, human reasoning fails when we try to explain his dealings with us. God's ways are not our ways, and his thoughts not our thoughts. The difference between them is as great as the distance between heaven and earth, Isaiah 55 verse 8 and 9. So it is good for us to set our clever reasoning and logic aside when trying to understand God's ways. What then is the message that God is trying to get through to us? Right from the opening pages of the Bible, just this, that he can take a man and a woman who has failed and make something glorious out of them, and still make them fulfill God's perfect plan for their individual life. That is God's message to man in the Bible, and we must never forget it. What an encouragement it is for us. God can take a human who has failed repeatedly and still make him or her fulfill his perfect plan. Not God's second best, but God's best plan. This is because even the failure may have been part of God's perfect plan to teach mankind a few unforgettable lessons. This is impossible for human logic to grasp, because we know God so very little. Our wisdom is like a drop in the ocean compared to God's wisdom, which is the vast ocean.